How's it going, guys? Panda Pete here, and welcome to Throwback Thursday, where we talk about games that have brought memories between gamers alike. Today we'll be talking about Earthworm Jim. This 1994 run-and-gun platforming video game was developed by Shiny Entertainment and Playmates Interactive Entertainment, and published by Sega. And it features an earthworm named Jim who fights evil in a robotic suit. The game was released for Sega Genesis in 1994, as I've mentioned before, and subsequently ported to a number of other consoles after its release. The game was noted for fluid, cartoon-like animations and was well received by critics, and it ended up receiving a sequel in 1995 titled Earthworm Jim 2. And 15 years later, it was developed for a high-definition remake, and you can get it now on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live Arcade. I will leave the links below if you want to get it. If you haven't already, it's a great classic. If you've played it before, then you won't be disappointed. So let's go ahead and continue over. We are going to be talking about the gameplay. Basically, the game plays as a 2D side-scrolling platformer, like I mentioned before, and it has elements of a run-and-gun game as well. You control Jim, and you must maneuver him through level while avoiding obstacles and enemies. The player can use Jim's gun as a method of shooting enemies, or you can use his head as sort of like a whip. It's pretty funny because he's a worm and all. Yeah, whatever. The whip move also allows you to grab hold of certain objects to swing from, and it can get you to certain points in the game, kind of like secrets or secret areas. Some levels also have additional requirements beyond merely getting to the end. For example, you have some levels like For Pete's Sake. Yes, they have the titles for these levels are well done, well thought of. They did a good job on that. Basically, it involves you making this make sure a computer-controlled puppy named Peter Puppy gets through the level unharmed, and if you accomplish this by whipping him to make him jump over pits and defeat enemies before they can damage him. Now, if enemies do damage him, then he ends up becoming this Hulk dog or whatever, and just takes some health from you. Levels commonly culminate with boss battle. The game incorporates a large variety of villains in boss battles, including you got Psycho, Queen Slug for a butt. Yes, I love that's my favorite one because it's the most ingenious. Evil the Cat, Bob the Killer Goldfish, Major Mucus, and Professor Monkey for a head. Yes, those are the names. There's two villains also that made their only appearance in this game, which was Chuck, a junkyard man. He had a stomach bug, and yeah, Doc Duwenden, I can't remember how to say it. It's basically like this crazy organ or whatever. In between most levels, there's going to be a racing level called Andy Asteroids, where you basically the viewpoint is behind Jim at this point, and you basically race through this level against Psycho and through this tube-like structure. And you got to avoid asteroids. You can collect items like boosts and whatnot. And if the player wins, you get to start the next level instantly. But if you lose, you have to go into a special boss fight against Psycho in order to progress to the next level. Now, other variations in gameplay occur over the course of the game, such as competitive bungee jumping and fighting level, and an underwater maze that must be traversed both within a time limit and without crashing too many times. Now, that's basically the gameplay in itself. We're going to talk a little bit about the plot. Plot's not much to. It's just Jim is a normal earthworm until a special super suit falls from the sky and allows him to operate much like a human, with his worm part acting as a head and the suit acting as arms, body, and legs. Now, his task is twofold. He must evade the game's many antagonists who are after him because they want the suit back, and also rescue and protect Princess What's-Her-Name. Yes, that's her name, from Nun. And the game plays out with you eluding and defeating all enemies and saving Princess What's-Her-Name. There it goes again with the fucking... Oh man, I hate that so much. What's her name? However, not only does she not return Jim's affection, but she is also crushed by the flying cow that was launched at the beginning of the game. Yeah, so that's basically that. Very quirky plot, not really much to it. I think it was also a TV series at some point. I can't remember if it was before or after the game. I'm not really sure on that. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm done talking about this game, I guess, and thanks for coming and watching. If you like this video, leave a like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot if you do all those three things at once. That'd be really awesome if you did, man. Also leave in the comments if you would like to see a game that you know and you'd like for me to talk about it. I'll research it and all that other stuff just so I can really know what I'm talking about and not just, you know, randomly say words. But as always, guys, I hope you all have a great day and game on.